My father once said to me, "Be strong." I have been told many times in my life to be strong. From my mother telling me to be strong and do well in life, to have coaches yelling at my opponents and myself, telling us to be strong and get off the ground. But there was one in particular time my father told me that impacted me to be strong through any other problems I may face. My father is the closest person to me. I have had many memories spent with him, especially on Sundays. Every Sunday, my father and I watch football and discuss the plays the coaches made during the game. One summer day, my father began to feel very sick. My family and I took my father to different doctors to try to find out what may be the source of my father's pain. The pain increased dramatically, leaving my family and I with concern and confusion to what may be the cause of my father's pain. We finally found a doctor. He was a doctor at MD Anderson. As we entered the hospital, we were located to the doctor to begin the test on my father. The doctor took my father to the next room closest to us to take an MRI and a CAT scan. After the scans, we went home nervous about the results. The whole car ride back was the worst I've had. All I could think about was the worst. That night I could not sleep. The next day came. I went downstairs to make my parents breakfast. As soon as I finished breakfast, the phone rang. I answered. It was the nurse from the hospital. I put the phone on speaker for my family and I to hear. My palms began to sweat and feel cold. She said, "Your husband and father has cancer." As soon as I heard that, the tears began to drip down my face. I felt as if I lost everything. All the memories I have shared with my father flashed through my eyes. From when I was a boy and would play basketball with him every day, to the days I would watch football every Sunday with him. My father looked at me and told me to be strong. At that moment, I knew I had to listen to my father and be strong. As I witnessed my father's pain through all the chemos, I became stronger and would cheer him up with jokes. My mother would cry when he was not home and he was at work, yelling at us, telling us it's not okay, he has stage 4 liver cancer. I said to her, "We have to be strong and give him good vibes so he can overcome it. He is a very strong person." A year passed, and my father overcame the horrible disease and was said to be cancer-free. My family and I became very close and valued each other even more than before. That is why I know to always be strong, just like my father was.